Going on? Falling back in the seat, about to damn near go to sleep. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Yo, 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 what's going on? I'm back. Yeah, my Bluetooth messes up things, but check it out. Uh, this is very, very short, very, very simple. I gotta go bang these weights and get home and get some rest. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this is from experience. This is not just off my own personal shit, but I'm gonna take it from both angles. Of course, when I started out in this damn thing, I bought a lot of dogs. I'm gonna tell you like this. Couple mistakes I made buying dogs. For one, not planning it out. I bought a lot of dogs that I didn't need. So therefore, I end up selling a lot of dogs. Some of them I kept. But another thing is you have two options. Sometimes, especially if you're a pet home, it's easy for you to just go and pick out a puppy for somebody who's got puppies on the ground. That's the easy thing to do. Go find you a puppy. You like the way the puppy looks. You buy it. Bam, then you out the door, and that's a good thing. Do the health checks and all that, and you're good. The other part is when you're looking for something specific, especially from specific breeders in the dog world, you have to understand that you better have patience. I'm speaking, and some of y'all heard me talk about this before, but on certain dogs, I've waited, I think the longest I waited was like 3 years for a dog. And I know we live in a microwave society, but sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes it's what's going on, man. I ain't doing nothing boxing bullies. About to get in here. I'm gonna hit the heavy bag a little bit myself. Not on y'all level, but I'm gonna give myself a workout. But when you buying these dogs, it takes patience. That's one of my guys there. He waiting on me. But it takes patience to get what you want. And just like everything else in life, if you don't have patience, a lot of times you end up settling for less. Sometimes these things work out perfectly. Like I had a situation where I was in on the breeding that didn't take 2 times, and I stuck with the breeding. I was like, well, let's try the third time. If not, we'll switch to something else. I ended up getting a very, very impressive dog out of it, so it worked out. But the other thing I'm going to tell you is this. You understand that in this dog world, this is a very key lesson, because it's happened to me a million times. It's going to happen to you if you decide to sell dogs. And my biggest mistake, I tell you, that I ever made in the dog world was not letting people know when you make a deposit, especially in the dog world, deposits are non-refundable. That's like universal all over the dog world. We're dealing with living animals, not shoes or something of that nature. Hey, Pure Pressure, I appreciate it. They'll get better, man. I got some new videos uploaded, but I can't get them to upload to the phone, or so I'm gonna have to put them in the computer. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'll try to do more educational stuff instead of the craziness. But the thing that you have to understand in the dog world is that deposits are non-refundable. I've seen a lot of other breeders bash because amongst the things that we hear is, oh, my wife don't feel comfortable with the deal no more. Something came up, I need my money back. You know, yeah, I seen Monster J in person back in the day. Monster J was one of the most impressive physically dogs, and also one of the hottest dogs. I seen that dog literally, y'all excuse me, my allergies, so I'm clicking my tongue, but I seen that dog literally, excuse me, bark, excuse me, sheesh, bark and go crazy in 80+ degree weather. He was in the shade. He was tied to a tree that had caution tape all around Monster. He did this shit for the whole show. Beautiful though, beautiful dog, beautiful headpiece. Man, just an athletic built dog. If you see the pictures, if you looked up the pictures, he's one of the prettiest dogs from the Gotti family. He was a badass dog. But the thing I was saying about when you're making these deposits and you're doing all them things, if you don't want to wait, sometimes it's best for you to just go ahead and do to buy you a puppy. Sometimes it's like 50-50, just like with the breeding. Sometimes you breed and you end up with 10 puppies. Sometimes you don't end up with as much. You know what I mean? We will be in Florida in June at the latest. And we're going to try to we're going to be in Georgia before the summer is out. Now I finally get to start working on some shows and stuff. So that'll be, you know, we'll definitely get to Georgia at least for a barbecue and start picking up things from there. But you know, I tell you, with all of these dog dealings, and we live in a crazy ass dog world, I see a lot of people leaving the American bully community because it is so ratchet and everybody is into trying to public shame everybody and everybody's got an accusation and nobody too much deals with people, you know what I mean, face to face anymore. It's just more so like, you know, let me become an internet celebrity or let me believe everything I read on the internet. And a lot of the shit is just plain out false. You know, I had to tailor back a lot of what I was doing because I was spread so thin, dealing with drama on every end of the spectrum, you know what I mean? From kids to whatever. I mean, it's the same thing like I told you, these breedings are happening. That's it. The breedings right now, everybody is done except for Molly. Molly is probably one of the last ones. And Honey is one of the last ones. Who else? And Sparkle. All three of them, you can tell they're at the beginning of their estrus. At the beginning of the cycle, but they haven't come all the way in. But it's perfect timing because last time they were all within about 6 weeks of each other. And so the other ones are getting done. So I expect them to get in. So we just breeding like crazy, bro. It's the same thing. Just waiting. Pretty much all of the other stuff is being completed. So I'm waiting like you is, man, because I just want puppies again. I don't have any puppies besides the XL puppies. So yeah, the breedings, but I mean, there are available spots on several breedings because I haven't been advertising. I've been stuck with other stuff, but you know, it's one of them things I recommend on those. We rarely ever have puppies for sale. That's why you don't see me do videos with puppies for sale, because all our stuff get bought beforehand. But I know at least 2 of the breedings already look like they took, and I didn't talk about the double Denzel son to the Bistro girl, but that breeding also looks like it took too. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. Castro was bred, Mandela was bred. We got a Mandela inbreeding that I'm expecting some big things out of. Denzel. We got another Denzel breeding coming up that just got added that should be spectacular. That there is a couple spots open on that one just because I haven't talked about it and probably won't talk about it a whole lot, but that's going to be an incredible breeding. But you know, I mean, we working. I just hope that everybody has the ability, you know, to go forward and have a better understanding in this community of the way the dog world works. I see so many of these clashes, like, you know, and I'm not defending myself, but I feel more comfortable talking about myself. You know, it's literally a man right now to this day that's super angry with me. And he's angry with me because he wanted a replacement dog. And originally I had agreed to give him the replacement dog. What's going on, Will? I had agreed to give him the replacement dog, you know. But then I find out that he's bred the dog 4 times, you know. He tried to resell the dog at full price, and he had the dog already registered in his name. So at this point, it's like null and void. You're telling me that this is a pet quality animal that shouldn't be bred and yada, 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 and you're collecting, you know, $1,000 per breeding on a stud fee. I had the same thing happen with a female where the guy was demanding a refund on the female, and he had already had a litter with her and sold all the puppies. You know, and he's saying, oh, one of her feet are turned, so she's not show quality. And me and him are cool now, but it's just one of those things that if you're going to buy dogs, you're going to sell dogs, understand, you know, everything about the rules of getting a puppy replaced, which first and foremost, if somebody's replacing your puppy, don't breed the puppy. Don't breed the puppy at all. And I would recommend that if you were going to do anything with that puppy, you know what I mean, call the breeder and find out what he wants to be done with the puppy, so that way it doesn't mess up y'all deal of you getting your replacement. Because I've seen deals where it falls apart because the breeder wanted the dog to stay intact, and because they had agreed on replacing it, it was considered a pet quality, but the person who had it spayed the dog, which neither one of them I think were totally wrong, because the breeder was like, well, it might not be showable, but it might be breedable. And the person who had the dog was saying, well, it's pet quality. So he snipped the dog and the breeder got mad and they had a big falling out. On all these deals, man, find out, you know, what, y'all excuse me, these allergies. As the pollen is bad out here, the pollen got the cars yellow and shit. But, you know, find out whatever the policy is and you know what I mean, and y'all work that out so that it's not a big disagreement, you know, because a lot of the stuff that I see could be worked out on other ends. You know, Just like, just like when you buy a stud, to another dog. Well, as long as that stud is being honored, you're never robbed. That's always the way it's been. If you miss one time, it could have missed on either one of y'all's behalf. But as long as the owner of the stud is always willing to resend out the semen, you haven't lost. Now, also, you want to talk to the stud owner to find out how many times they're willing to do that, because some stud owners will only send semen one time, which I don't like to do that. Generally, I go until you get your litter. It's not like you dying to send semen or anything, but yeah, some stud owners will only send it once. Some will only send it twice. So you need to get that straight before y'all get y'all deals going. I generally tell them, hey, till you get your litter, I keep on sending it out. You know what I mean? And you also have to understand that sometimes studs are living animals. So if a stud has an infection, I just dealt with that recently, and they're on antibiotics or whatever, it might be a bad time to get your semen sent out. If that is the case, you would rather the stud owner say, you know what, let's wait till next time, instead of sending you out half-ass semen, and then you complain about that. You know what I mean? Sometimes the females are not what they're supposed to be, and you have to take all these things into account, because you might be breeding a new female, and this female might not be capable of having puppies. Well, if some people pay $10,000 for a stud, and you put it to this bitch and it doesn't take, you want to make sure that that stud owner is gonna, still, be down and willing to send you more semen or whatever on the next bitch. Or if not, y'all can have a major $10,000 argument. But all these things, like I say, patience and due diligence is all good. You know what I mean? It's been a learning lesson for me over the years, with everything, with the way people act, with the way people turn around and do things. What's my thoughts on tricolor? Tri is not my favorite color. Back in the day when we started, tri was considered not a good thing. So we sort of fell off with the tricolor thing, you know what I mean? Then it became popular and it had to be more accepted. But I really don't like tris, to be honest with you. There are some tris that I do like, but the color pattern itself, I don't like it. I prefer a more solid color. I would even prefer brindle over tri. Now, it's not in the same category as, say, a merle. And the reason why, we're so heavy against merle is because of the health issues that comes with merles. You could do deafness, blindness, seizures. It's a lot of different things that come along with the merle that we would like to stay away from in the health gene pool. But the tri doesn't have those problems. It's just, to me, it's sort of weird. Who knows where it came from? And we could do better than try. Some people are gonna be mad, because I think I actually have at least one tri, and Mandela is a tri carrier, but that was based off of more so structure, and I will choose structure over everything besides a merle. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't see any tris, and I especially didn't see the black tris. Most of the tris were like that brownish tri. Now you see all kind of tris. You see blue tris. What's that? The purple tri, as they call it, or whatever. You see a lot of. It does beg to ask the question, where do these colors come from? Because you see a lot of color combinations that we never used to see before. Take a sip of my breakfast, but I have no clue where all these colors come from. And I think that's going to be a big thing with us in the DNA testing and different things to try to narrow this down, because it is interesting to see that you have dogs who are supposed to be consistent, constantly changing into something else. And that leads me to believe that there's some kind of mixing and some kind of bullshit going on in the game. But they have all kind of DNA testing now. They have all kind of genetic testing, so maybe we'll get some of those answers. I'll be interested to see if the colors, just like they do with the merle, have any other indications as far as health. Oh, Sable. Well, it's the same. Sable came out of nowhere. I mean, it's been around a long time, but now it's more prevalent. I've never seen any health issues attributed with it, and I'll say that about the tri also. I see more health issues attributed to the blue dogs than the tries, and I think that that was because of heavy inbreeding to try to make the blues. That you notice that people who own a lot of blues, they'll tell you that a lot of times with blue dogs you have skin issues. You have some breeders who have been very, very lucky, and I won't say lucky but skilled, like my man Bobo up there in Chicago, where he has blue dogs and they don't have those issues. But a lot of the blue American bullies, they tend to have skin issues, you know. So it's I think with every dog, I would like to, over the next 5 or 6 years, get a chart to start identifying some of these traits that maybe certain color dogs have higher percentages of this, certain color dogs have higher percentages of that. And maybe it helps us breed better. But I think our fascination with colors in our community is going to hurt in the long run, because we're sacrificing structure and health on a lot of times. I see a lot of dogs that are bred together specifically for their color, and it's like total blindness to all the other issues they have. And that's dangerous when you breeding, man. That's super dangerous when you breeding, because as we know, the foundation of everything is a healthy dog. So we can't just take away that theory of having a healthy dog. But I tell y'all what, man, my allergies is killing me. I got to get in here and lift. Y'all check the page out. Hopefully these other videos, I made a video about Razor's Edge, a video about Gotti. So hopefully I can get them uploaded here today. I don't know why the last couple days it's been giving me some trouble. But, man, y'all keep your heads up. I know it seemed like a lot of people is going through a lot of things. I go through things myself. But put God first and, say a prayer about everything. Continue, to just let your people know you love them, man. We losing people left and right out here. But until next time, I will get with y'all. Dog allergies is the same thing I do for my allergies, which is colostrum. And like an idiot, I have not been taking the colostrum, so this is why I'm suffering. and this is I just forgot over the last week, so much stuff going on, focusing on so many things that I forgot to take it, and it's killing me. But you go to vitaminshop.com and they sell bottles of colostrum. I think you get like 240 pills for like $40. But the dog only needs one pill. You give it to him like a supplement once a day. You'll notice a lot of good things with that. The skin, it helps to boost the immune system to fight off other things. In general, it even makes the semen healthier, so and the egg production healthier. So if you want a good natural way, colostrum is very, very good way to kill the allergies. Well, really just suppress the reaction from the allergies. And also another good thing to do, which we all know about that, I believe, but those who don't, apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. A couple caps in your dog's water bowl a day. Great. Also remember, wash your dog's water bowls, because a lot of bad shit grows in those bowls. Your food bowls, your water bowls. Buy metal bowls, because a lot of bad shit happens in those bowls. You got to scrub those bowls down. I typically wash the bowls down at least twice a week, but I'm telling you, a lot of bad bacteria grows in those dog bowls, so make sure you sterilizing them. A little apple cider vinegar in there, it works great and keeps the dog's metabolism going good, kills bacteria, all that good stuff. Nature's choice. But I'll catch y'all next time. God bless all y'all.